Okay, we're in the section Key Attributes of Quadratics. First thing you're going to do is scratch out that equation and write down y equals x squared minus 6x plus 5. That one just going to work out better because it's going to give us some good points. So go to your calculator and y equals and type in x squared minus 6x plus 5. When you type equations into the calculator, make sure you use the minus button, not the negative button. You use how you would use the buttons as you would read it. So you would read this as x squared minus 6x. You wouldn't read it as x squared negative 6x. So look at the table, press second graph. Now look at the y side of the table. You're going to see some points start to repeat, like -3, -3. And if you scroll down, you see some more points repeat, 0, 0. And then you see 5, 5. This is a perfect spot that you want to copy. Whenever you have repeating numbers, 5, 5, 0, 0, -3, -3, and -4 in the middle. That point right there is your vertex. So remember, the vertex is a turning point in your graph. So notice the numbers decrease, 5, 0, -3, -4. Once they get here, they turn around and they start to increase again. Those same numbers repeat. So copy your table. Once you have your table copied, plot those points. So 0, 5, 0 on the x-axis, up 5 on the y-axis. 1, 0. So over 1, up 0. 2, -3. Over 2, down to -3. 3, -4. Over to 3, down to -4. 4 over 4, down -3. 5, 0 over 5, up 0. 6, 5 over 6, up 5. Trace your parabola, your U shape. Make sure you have arrows at the ends of your graph, because the graph doesn't stop there, they keep going. So remember this point here, where the graph decreases, comes to a middle, and then turns around and goes back. That's called your vertex. So, vocabulary words, roots. The roots are where it crosses the x-axis, where the parabola crosses the x-axis. So it crosses at x equals 1 and x equals 5. The y-intercept, where the graph intercepts the y-axis. We're going to write it as an ordered pair. It's over 0, up 5. X-intercept, we write those as ordered pairs. So where it crosses the x-axis, over 1, up 0. Over 5, up 0. Vertex, the turning point of your graph, of your parabola. So 3, -4. It's also in your table. Solutions, where the graph crosses the x-axis. +1 and x equals 5. Axis of symmetry, the line that divides the graph in half. So your axis of symmetry is a line, so it needs to be an equation. Equations have equals. So it's x equal because it goes through the x-axis. So ours is x equals 3. If you put just 3, that's not a line, that's just a number. It has to be x equals a number. Zeros, where the graph crosses the x-axis. So x equals 1 and x equals 5. Maximum or minimum. This graph has no maximum because it goes on forever. So it would have a minimum, which is the lowest point. So the lowest point is y equals -4. So notice how we have some of the answers are the same. So roots, x-intercept, solutions, and zeros. They all mean the same thing. They all mean when the parabola crosses the x-axis. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. Okay, the domain. It's a set of all x values. So it's going to go, if I follow the x-axis, it goes left forever, and it goes right forever. So in that case, it's all real numbers. The range, all y values. So our graph goes up forever, but then it goes down, and it goes down until it gets to that turning point, which is at -4, and then it goes up. So I want that turning point, which is at -4, and now I have to determine, are the numbers, the values greater than -4, or are they less than -4? Well, since we have arrows going up, our graph is increasing from -4. So it's going to be greater than or equal to -4. Okay, make sure you have all these notes copied. Next, you're going to do this section on your own. When you do this one, the table is going to have some fractions here. If you want to use fractions, you can, but it might be better for you to just skip the fractions and only list the whole numbers. That way you only worry about graphing whole numbers. Okay, if you're on level, you're going to have another worksheet to do after this. If you're in pre-AP, you're going to have a test to do after you finish this page. All right, see you Monday.